I might go to bed, but I want to run back to sell milk because I forgot something when we were
Oh
there.
no, what?
What? What? Your horse was black, right?
It should have been.
We're gonna have another conversation again?
I hope not.
Perhaps you can explain to Erica why that happened. I'll walk Jordan to the bridge.
Have a good night, Erica.
Good night.
Good night, Edith.
Good night, Jordan.
I'll be back in 10.
I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing it.
No, it's okay. I really don't mind.
Okay.
Why is the horse pink?
Well, I would have preferred it to be gold. That's what I thought. So we are being visited by Loki. He likes to color my horse. I don't know why.
Has he taken an interest in you?
You could say that, yes. Although giggling while I can't see him really unnerves me, so.
Can't say I've ever encountered Loki.
Why is it pink though?
I don't know. Did someone crush some berries and rub it on its fur?
Well, no. He colored it gold last time, so.
So gold last time, pink this time.
I thought he said he. Is this a punishment? What have I done? I thought he said this was a punishment. He would.
My hair is green. What? That's not nice.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I got. Okay, I should have. Yeah. Okay.
My goodness, what happened to your horse?
Loki is around.
Oh, okay.
My hair is green.
I like your hair green though, actually. It's really cool.
Oh, okay.
Put
this away.
Have you been to Loki's shrine yet?
I have not, but I've heard of it.
If you would like, I can. Oh.
Never
mind.
It's not every day that someone just randomly appears in front of me. Hello.
Put the. Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Please don't catch the apothecary on fire. No, I'm serious though. The Fru is not going to be happy if you catch our apothecary on fire.
No. Just want to punch it. Well, Matt. Just, oh. That's about what I expected from Loki. Yeah. Bye.
You think it's safe to go inside now and put the rest of the things up? I forgot.
I don't know.
Uh,
Ah!
Ah! Oh, hi. Okay, I'm gonna go in. Okay. Yeah.
Does he do this a lot?
mhm.
Hmm. I heard
Yeah.
about visits from him, but I've never been privileged enough to bear witness to one.
Hmm.
Well, if you would like, I can take you up to Loki's shrine. If you wish to make any offerings or anything.
I imagine I could probably offer something.
All right. If you want to follow me, then.
Things are changing.
And there's another pad. Yes. Just keep walking.
Yep, I see it in the grass.
Okay. Yep. Actually, oh, are you all right? Do you need
Yep, I have some potions. I'm just gonna.
it's it takes a little practice, but eventually, uh, I suppose if you come up here often enough.
If it'll stop him from changing my hair color, sure.
No guarantees on that. Although I've never seen him do that before, so
I'm just lucky, I guess.
sure. Um, so if you just come up here, um, good evening.
It is, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
It is very nice.
Things are changing, aren't they?
I was worried you would be late to the party.
But not all change seems to be for the good.
Time will tell.
Time. The luxury we seem to be running out of.
It would appear to be that way, with the islands falling apart.
How do you plan on stopping that?
Um, well, right now there is a coalition of magic users between Camelot, Aesir, and Wild. We have been, well, they have been throwing around ideas. Um, there is one idea about killing I don't know if killing the dragon will do any good, though. Others have mentioned um, pulling the sword from the stone. And then there is another theory that returning the islands to the land may help.
Well then, seems like you have a plan.
Uh, no, not really. It's all theories. No one actually knows anything. It's it's basically like we're stumbling around in the dark, and we're just hoping to not fall on our face.
It's frustrating, isn't it? Almost feels like a trial.
It is frustrating. I suppose it is a trial, but some are worried it will be a trial for all and not just for us.
It is a trial for all.
There has also been talk of asking the gods for help.
Is that it? That's the best you can do.
Well, they talk about asking the gods to imbue weapons with something. Um, I I don't think we know enough to say that we should be trying to kill some dragon that we don't even know if it's real or metaphysical or
And why would the gods help you?
well, I wondered the exact same question, but then I also wondered if, well, if this is truly the end for all of us, gods included, why would you not help?
The end is coming. But does this feel like a Ragnarok to you?
No, I don't think it is.
Then there is still time. And there is still a chance to avoid it.
Um, so are you going to give me a hint? Um, Send me in the right direction?
Iris, Iris, Iris. You should know better as my priestess. I don't give hints. Gita should have told you. But seems like she's preoccupied.
I'm new to these lands. I know very little about them.
Your name.
I am Erica.
Erica.
I.
Do you know who I am?
You are Loki.
Guilty as charged.
The first of the gods that I've met.
Tell me something about yourself, Erica.
There's not much to tell. I am a warrior.
Oh no. So if I cut off your hands and take away your sword, what will be left?
My teeth.
Now we're talking. At least you're determined and creative.
Never know what life can throw at you.
Now what if I turn your teeth into gingerbread cookies?
Well, at least they'll taste good.
You have a sense of humor.
At times.
Erica, did you have blonde hair before?
I did.
Um,
I like this one more. Reminds me of fire. And I'm quite partial to fire, as you might imagine.
Yeah, you do look pretty hot.
Now she's just showing off. Should I punish her?
um, did she make you laugh?
She certainly did.
I don't think a punishment is really fitting then.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I should punish you. She's
That
been here
depends
for
on...
days, and you only brought her now?
I have only met her now. And, well, it's not really like you were telling everyone I was your priestess, so I just assumed...
Do I have to? Was I supposed to hold a press conference for you? To announce your new title?
No, but you did inform everyone that Gita was your priestess, so perhaps
That
I
is
was
true.
just a hat trick.
I thought you would prefer a more subtle way. And I thought that you would announce it whenever you felt ready.
I can announce it, but well, I suppose Erica is now the fifth person who knows.
Congratulations, Erica. You know all the dirty secrets.
I'm honored.
Now tell us something about yourself. What secrets do you have? What can we use against you?
That's a very good question.
Bear in mind that if you lie to me, I will know.
Something you can use against me. That's a really hard question. One's not always aware of their own faults.
They're not, aren't they? How did you get those scars?
From a previous battle. Clan I was with was set upon by pirates. Every last one of us fought. I took quite a few hits.
You're in good company then. Fuck. Forgot.
I may not win all the fights, but I will stand and fight until I no longer can. If there's a will, there's a way.
It takes more than that.
I suppose there's quite a bit more to that. To be determined.
That's not enough. You also need to be smart, cunning. You need to have a vision. Otherwise, what's the point? You're going to war, but you're not heading towards victory.
As long victory's not always the plan. I just like to fight.
I'm not a priestess of Loki, but how should I interpret the fact that someone decided to punch my shrine in front of my own presence?
I suppose you could leave her hair color red.
I'm a bit twitchy. We were just out fighting. The adrenaline's still coursing through my veins.
Do not
My
worry.
rage has not blinded me.
Your rage will be put to use, as will your twitchiness and your sense of humor. You will need it all in the trials that are ahead. Why are you here, Erica? Are you here to prove yourself as a fighter?
I've proven myself as a fighter previously. Not here in these lands, but I've been to many shores. I still live. Perhaps I'll meet my end here, perhaps not.
I like the confidence. Hopefully it keeps you alive long enough.
Yeah, we'll see.
I guess we will. Once you die and see Odin, tell him I said hi.
Will do. If I see him.
still needed to talk to him.
He seems to work on his own time.
He does. We should go down and check.
Let me leave an offering first, and we should.
Oh,
Just in this box here.
yes, yes.
I hope he likes candy.
I know some do give him candy. I don't know if he likes it though. I'll ask. Do you mind heading down?
Of course, I'll head down. I have to live up to this fiery red hair now.
I actually love it, but, well, yes.
I'll have to look and see. I can only see so much. See the ends of my braids.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Itis, I will see you when you return down below.
Mm-hmm. Have a good evening.
You as well.
You didn't have to freeze me.
You're tense.
A little bit, yes. I wanted to ask you some very pointed questions.
You may ask.
Have you truly given up tearing the vision from Gita?
Where is Gita right now?
Well, I assume asleep in her house.
Exactly. If I was still trying to use her, if she was still a part of my plans, she would be standing here right now, not you.
Then I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for. You're a good friend to her.
Well, I'm not sorry about Gita. Well, Gita told me the story, and I suppose I let my fear take control, and I misunderstood, or perhaps, I just feel as though I should apologize for the things I thought about you.
I'm a big boy, Iris. I can take it. I'm aware of the things I've done, of the consequences it had on other people. And even though you might think that for us gods, your mortal lives are meaningless, they're not. You have your uses. You do provide a certain degree of entertainment, at least to others like me. But for me, you are instrumental pieces in this game of life that I like to play so much. But in many ways, I see you as my own extensions. You are all a part of me. And yes, I may be using you in a way that would seem dismissive. But I am here and I care. And what I do for a reason. I care about Gita that much. I can tell you. And what I did over the past few weeks could have been interpreted as a way of me of continuing my plan, trying to come up with a solution to an old problem. And yes, it has occurred to me. But it's not just mortals and this world that changes. We gods change too. You know the stories. You heard them from your king and from other seers.
Yes. I suppose that's true. I guess I had never really considered that, well, that you would change so starkly in such a short lifetime.
Do not worry. I do not expect anyone to understand.
I would like to. I don't know that I ever will, but I would like to understand.
And I would like to show you. But that is the only way. I cannot simply tell you the extent of my plans or my motivation, because in the end, I am the god of trickery. And nothing I say will ever hold any value unless you can be convinced that there is some truth to it. And for that I need you to see it. I need you to witness it with your own eyes. Make up your own mind. Make your own judgment.
All right. I will see what I can do on that. There are a million different places to look, though.
If your curiosity remains, you will get your answers. I promise.
All right. And, well, when are you going to help me with my project?
You're still in a mood for something mischievous, aren't you? Even after all of this.
Well, I would have to say especially after all of this.
Well, in that case, let me talk to your friend over there first. Then you can ask me your other questions. And then we can see about that project of yours.
All right, I can leave you here then.
You can stay. This is your place, after all. rough day, huh?
It's a day.
I know the feeling.
So, I'm your advocate for change, right? I mean, that's what you said to me that day when you touched my shoulder and smothered me with boar and flowers and bee stings. I think you said I'm your advocate for change. Is that correct?
You said that, not me.
No, 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 no. I remember specifically you telling me that I was your advocate for change. I needed to make a change. I need to be the catalyst for the change. So here is what I'm thinking. You know, we have a temple to all the gods, including yourself. The change that I'm thinking about is perhaps, oh, I don't know. Let's see. Repurposing some stone, some metal, some wood, if you get my meaning.
I think I do.
As much as it's a joy to come up this hill and do these things, I think it's probably better served if they visit the temple.
Oh, I
They could
see.
shower your feet with the offerings directly for you, but I think this detracts from
Oh
what.
no, we wouldn't want that. We wouldn't want to
No,
inconvenience our mighty Aesir by going too far.
no, no, no. I'm talking everyone in the land.
Everyone.
Hmm.
Oh my,
Yeah.
that's quite a
Imagine
responsibility.
all the trials that you wish to throw at them, easily, well, easily accessible through the long, arduous climb up the slope, past the sacrificial fire, up the long slope to the temple dedicated to all the gods. Instead of this measly little rain slick hilltop in the clouds that you really can't see anything else. I mean, would it not be better served for you to receive all the offerings in front of all the other gods as opposed to way out here in the sticks where no of the other gods can see it?
You want me to accept my offerings in front of Odin where he can steal it from me because he's jealous. That
Why
is
would he
your
steal it?
plan.
No, 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 no. My plan is to perhaps relocate where you are worshipped. Not seen before the other
I have
gods.
no intentions to argue with your ignorance or with your stupidity. Why don't you just do what you think needs to be done? Follow your own instincts. Now you have tools. Apply yourself, my friend. Show me the courage.
Interesting. Very well. At my time of choosing, you will see what I act.
That time is now.
Idis, are you okay?
Um, yes, yes, I absolutely. Are you okay?
Yep, perfectly fine. The Fru asked to see a seer, but none are in the temple. So I came up here to get you because Erica said that you were up here. So, are you available to speak to the Fru?
I am, but I'm not a seer.
Well, when I mentioned that we were going back out to harvest things, and then she said with Arsalan and Tippy that you went to the temple, she did state the seers or you, this one she wanted to talk to. So I think at the moment, because the other seers are on, they are on meditation journey or whatever it is that they're doing. And I haven't seen Gita awake. You're the closest thing we have to answering the Fru's call. But if you're busy, I can head back down there and tell her that you are not available or you might be coming late or whatever. So I'll do that and I'll wait down there for your.
Um, well, unless Loki has need of me in the moment, I will see to the Fru. I'll go with you.
Sure, if I could just move my legs, I would be able to head down.
Yes, I know the feeling. So, are you really going to take the shrine down?
I'm a catalyst of change. But remember what I told you. Do you need to retell me what I told you? On the beach.
To embrace the chaos? Or
Not that. What else did I say?
that all of the gods are always watching?
Correct. Let me try a different way of saying this. Do you believe my intention to lure you to the Fru is false or true?
Um, why would I? Um, I thought it was true, but
Well, I'm reaffirming that. I'm trying to find out what you believe because these two situations, one would draw you away while another action may take place. So, again, what did I tell you on the beach?
I will stay here then and join you in a moment.
I have no ability to move at the moment.
Ah, you should probably seek help with that.
Mm-hmm.
He should, shouldn't he? But he doesn't need to move. He's exactly where he needs to be. Go on. Be the catalyst of change. Be the advocate.
Idis, your Fru is waiting for you.
Um, all right. Uh, mm, Jorgen? Jorgen?
What in the...
Jorgen?
What in the hell? Jorgen? Jorgen?
Loki? He was here. I left him here.
What was that?
That's what you don't know. Me and the Fru are tight. All right. I can explain myself out of an assassination
Sounded like another
attempt, I
explosion.
think.
No. Should we go check?
She didn't go all the way down there, or Fru wasn't there because Barian lifted her away, or John lifted her away, or whatever. So I'm not quite sure which. It depends. Do you want to perma? If not, I'd say go back to the crime scene and act injured. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. Or if I use the knocked out emote.
Jorgen?
Over here.
Jorgen? The fuck did you do?
Catalyst for change.
Yeah, well,
I did it for the gods.
which gods? Hmm?
All of them. wasn't right that this was here and the others don't have a dedicated shrine.
Uh-huh. Well, this one was here for a reason. It stayed for a reason.
Not anymore.
Yeah, well, you will be rebuilding it when you're back on your feet. Just so you know.
That depends. I was touched by Loki one day and he told me I was a catalyst for change. I think this is what he meant.
I cannot believe you've done this. I absolutely cannot. I
If you wish to exile me or put me to death, I accept my fate.
oh, come on.
But then who will be your rear guard?
Come on. You know, I'm not gonna say anything. I never do. I always bite my fucking tongue and just accept whatever. It's fine if the shrine's not here. What everybody else wants. Come on, let's get you on your feet. Come on. Let's get you down from here. It's gonna hurt like hell getting down the mountain, but we'll get you to the infirmary.
I get that new apothecary bed smell.
Yep, you do.
Don't tell Jordan.
Oh, I'm going to.
Oh, crap.
Careful. Will you help me get him down the mountain? I need to get him to the infirmary.
And throwing is not an option.
I mean, is kicking one? Yeah, thanks. Cool, I can do that.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. That will work as long as my hand's free to catch the cliff.
Cannot believe you did this, Jordan. What the hell were you thinking?
Well, I mean, a meteor was about to hit it anyway, any day now, right? So why not beat it to the punch?
A meteor wasn't gonna hit me.
You were there. You know what you saw, Idas. Stop avoiding. I definitely didn't need that.
You stay here, Gar. Should be clear straight through.
Watch out below you.
Careful.
Oh, goodness!
I
You
did warn him.
Well, he not survive.
No, it's okay. He's just.
He's
out.
napping.
We'll get him to the infirmary.
Oh, speaking of infirmary, we brought back. My counting is slow. Let me think. 5,000? Yeah, 5,000 Frost Lotus.
Thank you.
Of course. What is that? Oh. That's Jorgen's boot.
Hello.
Is he going to be alright?
It
Yes,
happens a lot when you live with Loki.
he's okay. Oh. Like I said, we'll get him to the infirmary. He'll be alright.
Oh.
I did warn you.
You understand now why I had to do it.
I understand now you're beginning to pay for doing it.
That
God.
too?
It's just begun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there,
Okay.
Jorgen. Take a tumble
And a flip and a tumble.
and a boom. I heard a boom distinctly.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them, yes.
Are you going to be okay?
That's to be determined.
I'm sure you'll be fine. You're of hardy stock.
Get you in here. Varian, you want to join us? You're welcome to.
Can you grab some of that sand and just rub it in the wound? That'll cauterize.
No.
I don't know if the sand is that hot.
It'll
about some-
it keeps it from bleeding.
How about some salt instead?
I'm allergic to salt.
How are you allergic to huh?
So should I mention how you, catalysts of change and all?
Yeah, exactly. Tell it as you saw it. I wouldn't have it any other way. As I told you on the beach, I'm truthful. But if it comes from me, it looks like I'm trying to hide something. If it
Where
comes
are
from
you
you,
from?
way that it could be wrong.
Where I'm from. That's where I live.
Put my fate in your hands to tell them what you saw.
I don't think I know
I
what that
don't
is.
want your hands though. Jorgen,
Wait, what?
they were standing there talking about how
Where were you just from?
Jorgen should be the catalyst of change. And then as he stepped forward
Where
onto the shrine,
from?
Loki said that change should happen now, and so
I'm sorry, where
Jorgen
did you say you're from again?
Well,
walked to
who
the
can
shrine.
talk?
It's frozen in place, and for some reason insisted that I leave. And
I can't hear you very well.
about the time I got to the Fru,
Then
a
I can
large
find.
green mass struck Loki's shrine and
No, just
scared me half to death.
your voice comes in and out a little bit sometimes.
All right, let me quickly lay down. Just
Did
a
I
second.
leave any details out?
Oh, I was kind of fading in and out there because she's tugging on this, this stitching thread a little too tight at times. It cinches up around the waist tighter than I need. Well, I think you said it the way it's supposed to be.
So Loki asked you. That's all I need to know. Loki asked you to blow it up. He told you to.
I told him that I believed the shrine should be removed piece by piece. I told him that he should be worshipped amongst the other gods, and
Mm,
I,
Oh, I missed everything.
I think he's out.
should I
Yeah.
try again? I can try to be more clear.
I have a feeling that he may have upset Loki. That Loki has done a lot. He has helped a lot of people. Not just us, but others throughout the land as well. Mm,
Mm, well, I think yes and no. I I'm not sure I understand the purpose of removing the shrine. Uh, all I know is that this should mark the change or a change in the way the village handles things or looks at things.
I don't see how it changes anything. Most of the people of the village don't even go up there. There are only a few of us that did.
Perhaps perhaps it's a case of many of outsiders did go there, so now they will have to go to the temple.
No, they won't. They came here for the trials to be tested. The trials are now gone. They have no reason to come. People don't stop to think. They don't stop to pay attention. They came because he offered them a challenge. He offered something physical, a way for them to learn.
Hello.
I don't know why he did that, but minutes beforehand, Loki said, well, he said that.
I just realized that we left Annabeth and Celeste. I need to go find them.
Oh, right.
Do you think he's going to be okay?
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Okay, well, I will come by tomorrow and see how he's doing, but I am sorry to run and dash like this.
So it happens. You guys travel safe.
Titus, could you let me out? I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I kind of wanted to quietly slip away, and now I'm just interrupting everything.
Over in mail.
Thank you, love.
Thank you.
Just don't want to leave them stranded.
Is there anything else you need me to get for you?
Oh, there is no.
No.
That's not what I wanted to do.
He will, however, probably need some water and maybe
Much better.
something to eat when he wakes up.
Well, I meant to put a healing arrow down, but my arrow slipped because
If I
of
try to
wind
get it, I'm
again.
liable to get a pie and just end up smashing it in his face because fucking stubborn male. Stubborn male.
All right.
The sunlight was nice while it lasted.
I have some
Now I'm just
herbal
wet
tea.
again.
Should it be water, or is that going to be okay?
No, tea would work. As long as it's not alcohol. Alcohol would thin the blood.
All right. I will need to go get him some food.
Stubborn male.
Thank you for returning my horse to it.
Don't look at me like that. Do I have something in my face?
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
You know.
Oh, maybe I heard someone inside. I'm a little sleepy, so my brain's not working right now.
How do you feel?
I feel like I got thrown off a cliff and landed on an explosion and thrown off a cliff again.
That's not a bad idea.
And
I
blown
want to
up,
say goodnight
probably.
to everyone. think.
And then before that, it's like I was herding 4 cats,
Mm-hmm.
thunderous cats that take direction, and they're going in 20 million directions.
I don't want to be rude.
Mhm.
Wait, followed by a horse. Maybe that was a dream.
Well, Nidus cut you something to eat and something to drink. I'm gonna help you sit up. I want you to try to eat a little. Get some fluids down you. That'll help a little. I can get you a potion that will help numb the pain a little, if you want.
Wait. Did you see my friends leave? The elf and the girl with red hair and dog ears. Ah. Well, they don't even say goodbye to me.
Oh. Oh.
Would you like the potion to help the pain?
I'll suffer.
No, we were supposed to go meet someone. I can seal them out.
Thank you for keeping my insides in instead
Well,
of pulling.
then, Jorgen fell off a mountain and blew up.
Well, then I guess they went there.
Anytime.
Not let him wait.
Well, they forgot me here. Oh well.
Oh, Prue, I suppose I should tell you that I am a priestess of Loki.
Surprise.
I mean,
Was it obvious?
not too many. But then again, there are not many in this village that know Loki as well as I do. You didn't stop to think about that, did you, Jorgen? That there are only a few of us. Like, very few of us that even went up there.
No, I know. I went up there a bit, but then when the temple was built, I started going there instead. Oh,
As did the others.
I know. And I even told Loki that perhaps it was time to take the shrine and again move it or something, that he could be worshipped at the temple. He didn't like that answer.
You did not say move it. You said take it apart, brick by brick, and all of the wood could be put to something better.
I think what I said was repurpose and reallocate or something to that effect.
And you really thought it was wise to say that to one of our gods.
Yes. At the time, I thought it was, a Jorgen thing to say.
It may be a Jorgen thing to say, but Jorgen, you piss off the gods and it's not just you that's going to pay. It's all of us.
I didn't think that far ahead.
Exactly. You didn't stop to think that.
I stopped plenty. He held me in place with some Loki craft. I don't know what it was.
And I don't blame him. If someone that I was trying to help had spoke to me that way, I would have done the same if I had the power to. It's ungrateful. It is disrespectful. If you had such an issue with his shrine being there, you could have came to us and we could have come to a much better solution. Now I'm going to tell you this because you know me. And Idas, you may not understand it, but here it is, and hopefully it's okay by you. I will take this to the Jarl. And we will go with whatever he decides because that is how I am. I will bite my tongue. I will nod my head and go along with it. Yes. Really, really hope that Loki is not. I guess time will tell.
I mean, I guess I figured that if he didn't want his own shrine to be blown to smithereens as a god, he would have stopped me somehow. Like a test, a trial.
Instead, he gave you exactly what you wanted.
No, I mean, to see if I would go through with it. He let me go through with it.
The thing about Loki, you know how he offered the trials?
Mm.
Wanted to go into them. Anyone in the lands that wanted to try to learn had nothing to do with him at all. The trials were to teach you to get through, to persevere. They were to teach you about yourself. Loki may be the trickster god that people fear and no, they hope he never comes to visit them. But he is so much more than that. Do you know? He came to me and he offered to fix my eye. He offered to repair it all. Didn't ask for anything. And then in the very same breath, he said, "But I know you, and I know you would refuse." And when I asked him how did he know I would say that, and what did he think I would say, he gave me my exact own words back to me. My scars are a reminder. They are a lesson I learned. So no, I would not get rid of them. Loki offered you an opportunity. He didn't stop you because you showed him that's what you wanted was him gone. And I'm just hoping that he doesn't take it as because that's what you wanted. That the majority of us feel that way. Because if he goes, a lot of things will as well. Each of the gods bring their own special touch to this world. Loki chose to come here. At first, everyone said it was to cause mischief, to basically bother us to death. But then they began to see that, sure, he was causing mischief, but it was not the hurtful kind. It was the kind that lightens people's hearts and makes each day a little easier to bear. It was a harp appearing beside a man that made it clear he didn't know how to play a harp. It was a flower appearing beside someone that had been sitting there for hours crying. Simple things the other gods, even though we pray to them every day, even though we make our offerings, they have not taken such an interest. And they have their reasons for that. He was trying to help, and you basically just slammed the door on him and said, no, we don't want you. Do you know? Put yourself in his place. How do you think it would make you feel? And I don't need an answer to that. You can answer that one yourself. For now, I think I'm going to have to go with the wolf because the energy that's building inside me feels like it's about to fry me. So I need to get that out before it does fry me. Midas, will you pray to Loki? See you.
Yes, I will do that.
Just to see, out of curiosity, what you can find out. There is no specific question or anything you're seeking, just does it feel the same to you? Or does it feel different? When you rest and get better, don't be up moving around too much, at least for an hour or so. The small bit of energy I put in should help soothe a little, but it's not going to heal it.
Do.
Stubborn male.
Front rear guard.
Rear guard now.
Damn it, I just got that position.
That's, all right. All right, well, I think I will go back up to his site.
I still feel like pinching you right now just because. Stubborn
Do you
male.
do you need anything?
No. But check on me in case, well, I'm gonna rest.
All right, I will check on you before I retire.
What was he thinking?
I don't know.
Stubborn male.
I think that's how Loki makes people feel, though, isn't it? Makes them feel as though they have a right to say things like that, or I guess to question. Can I ask you how long you have worshipped Loki?
Loki was one of the first of our gods that I was introduced to. When I was probably about 15 summers, perhaps 16. It began as a joke that he walked with me because of the amount of trouble I ended up in all the time. Got me curious, so I started researching and learning. I have traveled a very troubled and dark path in my life. When I first came here, it was even a running joke even then with me and Woolen that Loki walked with me when no one else would. Mainly again because he had a troublemaker. You know how it goes. I find far more than my fair share of mischief. What do you mean?
Well, just, I suppose, understanding the reasons why um, he makes the choices he does, or the reason why any of us make our choices.
Well, as for him, I wouldn't begin God's mind work. That's just beyond me. But I have found for the most part, people make choices based on what they feel is right and wrong. And it could be different for you or for me, or even for Jorgen in there. What I see as right, you may not. You may think, what the hell is she thinking? You may see it as she's a troublemaker and just wants to cause mischief. Because you don't understand the way I see the world. Everyone views it differently because all of us are different. You were raised different than he was. He was raised different than he was. On down the line. It is very rare to find two people that view the world the same. Do not question why they make the choices they make, unless you are trying to understand and learn from them. Otherwise, you're just going to run yourself crazy.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you speaking to me about it.
Anytime. I freely admit I view the world a lot differently than most. And most probably do question that. I have had one or two that come forward and ask why I see the things I see. I do not mind answering.
So, well, why do you see the things the way you see them?
The way I was raised, I had a lot of experience with people, mainly because I was forced to the background, watching and waiting. So I was able to observe and see people when they thought that no one else was watching. I learned at a very early age that people are just weird. They they say one thing, and then 5 minutes later they're in another room saying something completely. They notice all of the shiny, bright, and beautiful things in life, but they don't notice the small little details. Oh, hello.
We have a lot to talk about.
What
Oh
happened?
yeah.
What?
I'm gonna let you fill her in. I just had an idea, actually. I'll be right back.
All right, I think we will head up to the site.
Oh, I saw it.
Jorgen, you
Do
awake?
you following me?
Good.
I had a vision that woke me up, and I went straight there.
I am sorry.
What happened?
So
Did Loki do this?
I um I suppose let me tell you because I'm not Jorgen was up here speaking with Loki, and well, they got to talking about how Loki called I suppose how Jorgen thought he was, or assumed he was a tool for change, and he told Loki he thought that his shrine should be taken down, and that it was time for worshippers to go to the temple and not come here. Uh, and, uh, well, Jorgen walked over here and stood at the edge of Loki's shrine. I asked him if he was really going to take it down, and then Jorgen couldn't move. So, anyways, Jorgen kept saying that the Fru needed me, that I should go down. I should go, that the Fru needed me. And so I went down, and a green meteor or power struck the shrine. And he, um, Jorgen, I think, will be okay, but we should. I. I'm sorry, Gita, about. Well, you worked so hard on this place. And I think we should probably. I don't know, I suppose pray to Loki and find out what our next step should be.
Why would Jorgen say those things?
I'm not sure. Because when Jorgen first mentioned it, Loki asked why. Why should his worshippers go to the temple only for Odin to steal away his offerings? Or
Odin has a whole big shrine down there all to himself. Should I go destroy Odin's shrine now? Should I go blow it up?
right? Well, I mean, I had thought that, but I should have done more to stop him. Or
Well, it's not your fault. It's not your opinions. It's only
No.
one person's opinions.
But as the Fru said, it was disrespectful, and I suppose it dawns on me more and more that, well, he does a lot more to help us than anyone ever really gives him credit for. And it was, I would say, unnecessary to even suggest removing his shrine.
Even the seer and the Volva themselves said it would be stupid to remove either shrine that we had already placed. That they would include the gods that already had shrines in the temple, but it would be very stupid to even think about removing a shrine dedicated to a god. That was why they were left in place. That was the reason.
Well, it was, yes, I guess I'm only just realizing I suppose the depth of my conviction, or the depth of the trust that I have and have to have for all of this. And the utter I don't understand why he would. I didn't understand why he was suggesting take down the shrine. So I don't know. If you wish to rebuild Gita, I will help you. And
Should we rebuild it? Have you seen Loki since it happened?
No, I'm hoping to, but the Fru asked me to come up and pray to Loki and find out what, if anything, had changed in him.
I worry now he won't want to be here with us. That he thinks that everyone feels the same way and he won't want to help us anymore.
That had also been my thought, and I think the Fru's thought. So I suppose what we should do next is try to show him that we do still want him here, and he should continue to come around.
I think most people in the village would be sad to see him never return. I know there are people who are worried and concerned that Loki is here with us, but he has given us so much joy and happiness and fun, and helped change so many people's lives while he's been here. What have the other gods done? What have they helped with? I had Odin come and speak to me, and all he had to do is ask for something. He just wanted me to go and check on Muspelheim, and rally as many people as I could. That's all he... Loki has never asked me for anything. He's never asked me to do anything dangerous or...
Yes. He asked for a poem to fix what should have been a, well, likely a dead arm, so I know that wasn't really a fair trade, and I didn't think, I hadn't realized that I would actually miss this place if it weren't here. If I couldn't look forward to coming up every morning.
I'm up here every day and leave him treats. I miss one day. He slept yesterday a lot. And this is what I come back to. I get a vision of a green cloud. And Loki just standing in the middle, slowly fading away. And this is what I come to. A completely broken shrine, just rubble and a few rocks and twigs left over. Somewhere I've come every day to talk to someone who has helped me greatly in life. Someone who has caused me a lot of pain, yes, but who has also made up for that pain and helped me become a better person in life. Helped me be strong and confident in myself. I mean, look at me now, Loki. Look how strong and confident I am now compared to when you first appeared to me. I was so scared when you dropped dead dog heads all around me and blood everywhere. You want me to sacrifice my dog? I was so scared to do that. I had never sacrificed any animal in my life. I'd never done that before. And now, you've prepared me for what I need to do in the future. If you hadn't appeared to me and shown me what I was capable of, I'd hate to think where I'd be right now. Probably sitting back in that little cabin that you put me in with your priestess, all alone, worried and scared about the world around me, not wanting to do anything to help. If you leave us, I don't know what will happen.
You know, I had just asked him for help again. I had another, uh, something I wanted to do. Something that could bring some happiness to people. And I was very excited for the opportunity to actually do it and to hopefully, uh, well, to hopefully think of new ideas and new things that I could do. And I had finally gotten over my fear of, well, fear of changing, and I suppose a figment or a fear I had placed in myself about Loki, and I had finally realized that it wasn't real. It was something I had made up to make myself feel better about something I thought I knew. When all along it was just him nudging me in the right direction, and I still am not, well, I still have more balls to grow, and I really was not ready for those conversations to end, for the growth to occur. I suppose my reasons are purely selfish. I wanted things to keep going. I really hoped I would get the chance to understand why he made his decisions, or I suppose how he made his decisions.
Me too. The conversations that I got to have with him were amazing, and I'll never forget them. He helped me through some very dark times in my life when I had lost some very close friends. I thought I couldn't go on, and what was the point? And I said to him that I don't think that if I fell, that there would be anybody left to catch me. You know what he did? He took me up to one of those floating islands, put me right on the edge, and said, "Well, jump. Jump and see if I'll catch you, if you can trust me or not." And he said he would always be there to catch me no matter what. I don't think I've ever had that from anybody else in my life. Where is he?
He, well, he can't leave yet, right? He told me that, well, I have a lot of horizons to see, and he seemed to think, or he insinuated that he had some horizons for me to see, things that I could do for him. So he has to come back.
Doesn't feel wanted. I don't know. I don't know how to make him feel wanted here. I would happily build a new shrine. I would happily go down right now and knock over Odin's statue and put Loki's there. But I don't feel like that's what he wants. He never wanted to be seen as better. he just wanted to be seen as equal. That he was just as important as Odin and any other god. Just wants what we all want, to be seen as equal. He also... My sunrise is gone from my room, and I'd like it back, please. If you're listening. I need to wake up to that every day. It reminds me that better things are on the way. And like you said, even on rainy, cloudy days, even the sun tries to shine through the clouds. It's always something I try to remember now when I'm not feeling myself, or when I'm feeling slightly down. That the sun will always shine again. I don't know if he's here with us, but I hope that he at least hears what we have to say about him and how he's helped us.
Mm-hmm. Well, he hasn't finished, so he still has work to do.
Yeah, you think you're gonna skip out on work that you've got to do? Hmm? Your priestesses won't allow you to. You have unfinished business here, mister.
And could
Lots
you...
more mischief to give out.
And I just want the winds to know that his thought of your shrine not being here is not shared by all. Many of us need your shrine to be here. We need something to come to.
So I'm gonna need a new statue. I'm gonna need you to make it really big. Biggest you can possibly make it.
Oh no.
Because we need you here. We at least need to come here and talk to you even if you're not here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think many people share Jorgen's wishes.
No.
I know people have asked why this shrine is here and why we don't just worship you in the temple. And I flat out told them it's because you came to us and you picked your spot. If any other god wants to come and pick their spot, then that's perfectly fine with me. But you chose to talk to us, engage with us, help us, comfort us. So you get a beautiful shrine that we get to come to talk to you. And they usually don't question me much after I say that. Maybe they think I'm crazy, I'm not sure, it's possible. Me. Jorgen also thinks I've killed my almost husband because he hasn't seen him in a little while, so I don't think Jorgen's wishes are anything to go on, honestly. As if I would ever kill her. I have the Iron Maiden now. I can just lock him in there for a little while and give him a few holes. I can't believe this is gone.
Well, it doesn't have to be, not for long. If even if he doesn't come back, even if it's just a place we go to try to talk to him, I think perhaps we should rebuild it.
I think so too.
Maybe give him a very large fluffy chair, something that wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we can make it our shrine. Loki, can we make it our shrine? Somewhere that people can come and worship Edith and I? Would that be okay with you?
Say nothing.
Can I get a hint? I know how you love to give me hints, and I would love to have a hint right now of what we should do here. Or maybe... there's definitely not enough spikes out here. Maybe some more spikes would be better.
No, I was thinking the jumpy things, the anti. I love those.
Definitely.
They're so much fun.
We could just sit here and jump all day while talking to him and having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a great idea. At least his throne wasn't blown up.
This is true.
The bridge is looking a little worse for wear, though. You know, I've never sat in it for fear that he would push me down the hill.
Now it's almost like you want to goad him into doing it, just to hear him laugh.
Mm-hmm. Just to hear that little chuckle, or the little, oh, Gita. Such a good idea. He loved it. He loved being able to watch down on the village and see everybody. I used to just sit up here, right in front of the shrine here, and just watch over. Thinking that he might have been here just watching with me. It's always so nice you can see little tiny ants of people just running by into the long hall or into the buildings.
Do you know it's weird?
Mm-hmm.
I might almost be happy to see one of his illusions where he and kills them. Just
Mm-hmm. What about the old lady? Would you like him to bring his old lady form and laugh at you?
I mean, for about 2 seconds, and then I would be standing behind you.
Hmm.
Well, you have to admit that cackle she has is terrifying.
Oh, I know. First time I heard it, I was terrified. I didn't even know it was Loki. It wasn't until one day that he appeared before me in his form that I knew it was him. He actually sat down a table in front of me and 2 chairs with flowers and pie and lots of delicious food. And then he sat a statue of him at the other end of the table. Very cheeky. But then, all of a sudden, he appeared right there at the end of the table. And I was in shock. And then he moved his chair over and sat right next to me. It was quite an experience, that's for sure.
Mm.
I will definitely miss him popping in like that if he decides that he's no longer wanted here.
Well, I suppose the only thing we can do is to show him that he is still wanted here.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that means rebuilding the altar?
I don't know. I would say yes, but
I don't know if that's what he wants or not.
it would need to be different if we did.
Should we maybe move it slightly? Maybe further up the hill or something.
Mm.
Although this is the spot that he picked all that time ago. Mm. What do you think we should do?
I think we should rebuild, make it different, make it possibly more inviting, somewhere where he wants to go, and so that it's not just somewhere we want to go.
Hmm.
But well, that's what my gut tells me, but I don't know if that's right.
Amy. That's what my gut tells me also, but it's so hard to know what he would want. I feel like not rebuilding and just worshipping at the temple will not feel right.
I don't like going to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
I have started the last few days, but every day either before or after I come here. And
Yeah.
it it wouldn't be right to go to the temple. He's not just one of the gods. He is Loki,
Mm-hmm.
the god of mischief, the god of change, the god of flames. And that temple isn't large enough for him.
No, and it's so boxed in. Loki needs to be in the open air, where he can see the sunrise and the sunset, clear his thoughts, think about what chaos he's going to create next. I actually think that you should build this one for him. I will help, of course, but I was asked to build the first one, and it seems my job was done. I feel like he would want you to build it, and the only things I have to offer is that I believe he likes snakes and the color green, a dark green, and red.
Why, why did you build it out of stone?
I just wanted something natural, that's all. Something that fit in with the landscape up here. It's what I did. It's what they had already for Odin over the other side, and what they had for the magic altars. There was no other reason, though.
All right.
He never told me what he wanted or how he wanted things. I just went with what I thought was right.
Are you sure, Gita?
If you're okay with it. You are the priestess in turn, according to Loki. So, I don't see why not. My shrine was loved and a welcome place for people to come. But now it's time for a new one, maybe. It's no point rebuilding it as it was, I don't think.
No, I think it would not be what he wanted. Not
I agree. I really hope he puts my sunset back, though. I'm gonna miss it.
Perhaps you should pray or speak with the priestess of Loki and ask them to ask Loki to give you a new horizon.
Maybe I should.
The Frew knows now.
Oh.
So I suppose I had been trying to be discreet about it, but I think that was silly now.
I was the same at first. I just didn't really know how to bring that sort of thing up in conversation. Oh, by the way, I'm now a priestess of Loki. People just seem to freak out about these kinds of things.
Do you
I
know
wasn't ashamed. Oh, you go.
Oh, no, please finish your thought.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I wasn't ashamed or embarrassed or worried or anything. I just didn't know how to say it to people, that's all.
Right. It happened organically for the few people I've told. Uh, I was taking Vishara to Ergi's house, and she was talking about him, and I looked at her and told her, and I it was interesting to see her reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I think she felt bad for talking openly about Loki in front of one of his priestesses.
I'm actually not sure I told anybody. I think Loki did that for me.
I
I think he knew. I think he knew how uncomfortable it made me to tell people something like that, so he first told Grimnir, and he asked Grimnir to take care of his priestess, not telling him who it was. And he just assumed.
Do you know, I told him that tonight. I had brought the one of the new arrivals up here. Um, he had changed the color of my horse and the color of her hair.
Oh.
And so I said, why don't we go to Loki's shrine and, you know, pray to him and ask him to change those things back? And, well, Erica, the new arrival, well, I told her, um, and, yes, I asked him why he had not told anyone about me, and he told me it's because you're different from Gita, and I figured you needed, when you were ready, you would tell people.
Mm. I don't think anyone knows me quite like he does. He listens and observes and tries to work out what makes people tick. Quite amazing.
Mm. I wonder if I was the easiest person for him to figure out.
I don't know.
Well, I suppose. How large do you think it should be?
I don't know. Probably a similar size to what it was, I imagine. Nothing too big, but just big enough for the great Loki. It's up to you. You can use up as much space here as you need.
Mm.
I just can't believe that everything's gone. His statue, the snake statues he gave me. Everything. All because of one person's stupidity.
Or because of that one person's change.
I mean, that's true too.
It is, well, perhaps it's just a case of accepting that it is changed.
He knows I don't deal with change very well. He used to complain all the time. I would say that I didn't like change, and he's just in his voice. Gita, I am the god of change. It doesn't change how I feel about change.
Right?
I do know that. Life would be boring without change, though. And I can accept it. I just wish the changes lately weren't so harsh. You know, like maybe I could cut my hair or something. That would be a better change than blown up shrines.
Oh,
People
but
dying.
he would say, Gita, that is so boring. So much.
Yes, he would. You're so right. I can almost hear it now.
Well, I suppose I have a lot of resources to gather.
Yeah. We should have most of them, I think, in the workshop, depending on what you are wishing to do.
Do you
Maybe
think...
we should... Oh?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go. It's fine.
Well, I was just going to say, well, what about something with a very tall pavilion? So it doesn't obstruct his view, but can shield him from the rain?
Oh. That might work.
But
I
what were
think
you...
you would like. Oh, I was just going to make a joke about perhaps it should have a big bed in the middle.
Oh no, I don't think I could deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost like him taking me back there to show me all of the flowers.
I love that bedroom. I would have stayed there forever if I could.
You ought not say that out loud. He... No?
Oh, he knows. It was so peaceful and calming there.
And he did know how to pick a great view.
Yes. Watching the sunrise there over the balcony. Flowers all around. Butterflies. It was beautiful.
I don't know. The moon, wherever that is at, is so large.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he's being very stubborn. Maybe I don't know.
Perhaps it will just take time. We will change what is here and, well, perhaps cause some mischief and draw him back to the village.
Yes, perhaps. I think that his shrine definitely needs some more kind of mischief. I don't know what, but maybe one of those jumping platforms right in the middle as you walk up to him to pray.
Actually, have you been to the Isle of the Bride? Oh no, Isle of Frost.
Not recently, but a while ago, yes.
They had, it appeared to be a platform of some kind. Well, it had pillows everywhere, and it at one point had to have had a roof. And they had some of those, well, very similar to what we have, uh, the the platforms. So
Oh,
I had thought perhaps placing those around the edge, so as you walked in, it would throw you up, and then you could land inside of the shrine.
that sounds amazing. I really love that idea. I think it would be beautiful.
So similar size, and the jumpy platforms on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Will you help me decorate it?
Of course. I'll help you with whatever you need. I think you would like that. Somewhere people could come and sit as well. He's definitely not as formal as others.
I do have some ideas about that as well.
Oh,
Well, what if we took what's left as a bridge and brought it forward and connected to the shrine? Place chairs there.
that would be beautiful. So I've had many conversations on that bridge. That was where he told me about my past and everything that he had done. I think he wanted me to hate him. For some reason I could never.
You know, I asked him. I asked him if he had truly given up on tearing that vision from you.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me that, well, essentially that gods change. That, well, that he was well aware of his past and what he had done. And I trust him. I trust him that he's not going to try to do that to you.
Me too. People think I'm silly for trusting him, but it's just a feeling I have.
Well, you know what you're going to get, which means that you have no clue what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
At least you know that. At least you know that some of the things will, you know, it will make sense and other times it won't. But I don't know, it's yeah, I find I have difficulty explaining it.
I understand what you mean, though.
Well,
I really wanted to hate him, you know. I really wanted to believe what everyone was saying and that he was just going to hurt me. But I just can't.
well, and his actions have done nothing but, well, suggest otherwise. He's never hurt me. And he always pushed me or helped me when I needed it.
Exactly. That's all he has ever done for me. Push me and try to make me a better person, and at the very end, try to make me happy. And for the most part, he succeeded. He can't help the sadness from people dying, the land getting corrupted around me, people fighting. He can't help all those things making me sad.
Oh.
But he did what he could to make me happy.
Did you know that there has been a temporary truce called?
Oh?
Yes, I was asleep yesterday, I think is when it happened, but Sir Brickard has basically decriminalized all Aesir. We are free to walk among Camelot the way the wild does. I actually got to see Starfell today.
Oh. Wow. That's quite amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's quite the change.
Indeed it is. I don't know if I can look any of the knights in the eye, but I am glad for peace, at least for now.
Just earlier this evening, Harpy Tregor sat in our long hall.
Oh? The mage?
Yes. Sat there speaking to Axel, and I believe Mist was there. No, Lorelei. Asuda and Jorgen and Joran were all there. But they call it the magic circle of Camelot, sat in our long hall.
Wow.
I think if there was ever a time for her shrine to be rebuilt, now would be the time. So, I suppose in a way, I think this will be a good thing.
I think so too.
But yes, I suppose when the island started to fall and the chunks landed in the village, chunks have also landed in Starfell. And, well, Sir Brigard called a truce so that we may hopefully fix whatever is going wrong.
Well, I'm glad they at least have their heads screwed on right for that at least. You can see the importance.
A man named Knox gave me a tour of Starfell. It was interesting.
Knox is a friend of mine.
Oh, I'm glad him then.
Seems a little strange, I know, but I was quite friendly with him before all this happened, and I've seen him a few times in the jungle since. Not many. The first time I saw him was after Grimnir and Grimnir and Toki were killed. And he stopped in front of me and gave me his sword and said, I won't hurt you, I'm not here to hurt you. We just sat and talked for a little while. It was quite nice. I would be interested in walking through Starfall, that's for sure.
It was very interesting. Yes, they have a lot of things everywhere. Like, I don't know, the village is very open and you can breathe there. But Starfell is, I suppose, a little more claustrophobic. It's just different. I shouldn't call it something negative.
Makes sense, though. They do all live in that castle. A lot of them together, all stuffed in there. It's... Once upon a time, my sister and I had dinner in the castle with Sir Percival and his knight, Sir Bricket. It was quite some time ago. But they gave us a tour of the castle, and there are all these teeny tiny rooms everywhere, all stacked next to each other. I would hate it.
Right, you would always hear what your neighbor was doing.
Yes. And they were pretty thick stone walls, but I think you could still hear everything through them. I think it would be awful.
Mm-hmm.
Loki, what do you want us to do? Mm. These little lights survived the blast.
We can make sure to integrate them into the new shrine.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I wonder what we could use as a statue to portray him. Or maybe we don't have to. Maybe we could, like you said, maybe we could just put the throne there and have it at his sitting place.
Mm-hmm. Somewhere he would want to come and sit and be, just as we do.
Mm. He did say that he would like to be just as us. I told him once that when I talk to him, sometimes I forget that he's an all-powerful god and not just a man. And he said, if only he could forget.
So we will put a chair there that's not raised, and it will be the same as all the other chairs.
I like that idea. Oh, Loki. Must have been so upset to hear that from Jorgen. I think we should start building it now. See if it will make him come back.
I think I might, yes. I just, you know, if you wish to continue speaking, I wanted to make sure that, well, you are a priestess, but you should have another priestess hear your words to Loki.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But now that it is finally lightening up, perhaps it might be time.
I think so. Time for change. Time to honor him in the best way we can. Oh? Loki? Are you here? I'm sorry for what happened. We will fix it. We will make it better. Oh. But please don't destroy it. It's so beautiful. No, 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 no. Why? What? I know you're upset and angry. It's just one person, though. Just one person. It's not. Why? It's so beautiful. I mean, at least now you can see more of the sun, right? Loki. quite finished. My favorite spot. It's beautiful.
It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to keep this.
But why? Will we ever see you again? Is your work here finished? You're gonna have to give me some hints today. No hints?
Thank you, Gita, for everything. You are my greatest achievement. You are the finest example of my greatest desire. It is possible to change someone's fate, no matter how bleak it is. Even when it seems impossible, it's not just a naive or foolish attempt. The journey, the effort, it's still worth it. If I can ask you for one last favor, not as my priestess, but as my friend, as someone I trust, more than anyone.
Of course. What do you need?
Please tell Idis that I saved him and brought him here for a reason. You know who I'm speaking of. He is her final trial, or her final reward, depending on whether she decides to follow those exciting new horizons or her heart. Goodbye, Gita.
I will tell her. But I won't say goodbye.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Destroyed his room. His bed. Everything.
All right.
He said goodbye. He won't listen to what I had to say. He just said what he needed to. He told me to pass on a message to you. And that you have a choice to make. That he saved him for a reason and brought him here. And it's your choice to follow your heart or follow your new horizons. That everyone can be saved. Everyone's fate can be changed if they let it. And that it's never foolish to try. I assume he's talking about Dillian. He was saved from that shipwreck, and remember, he says he doesn't understand why him. Why he was the one saved. Apparently Loki saved him and brought him here. For help and guidance. To change his fate. think he's gone though. I think he's leaving here. He wouldn't answer my question about why or if he would be back. And I refused to say goodbye to him though. This looks good.
Yes, I was just thinking about tearing it down again.
Oh,
But perhaps we should place an elevator.
oh.
And so this way we can still come up here.
That's true. I was actually thinking of putting an elevator from the back way up to here so that you could walk up past the temple and then walk over to this way.
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Is Jorgen down there?
I did not see him. I don't know. He's no longer in the infirmary. Do you want to go check his house?
I'm just not sure I'm ready to see him.
Yes.
I'm worried I will say something I don't mean.
Then perhaps it's best not to see him yet. I will check on him before I go to bed.
Okay. Don't feel like you have to do this now. If you're tired, we can work on this tomorrow if you like.
I might get a few things in place and then go to bed. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Can't really sleep now.
Yeah. He took me to his room and everything came crumbling down around me. It was awful. tried to plead with him. I tried to talk to him. And nothing. He just destroyed it all. I even sat on the bed to try and make him not destroy it. But I could see the roof was about to cave in, and I thought I should probably walk away.
Well, if he decides to show again, you tell him that was his fault. He made that decision. We did not make the decision. His secondary shrine did not have to suffer the way this one did.
Indeed. That's what I tried to say. I tried to tell him that he didn't have to get rid of it, it could stay. He was adamant. Everything just kept crushing around me, falling. It was terrible. But I could feel his anger. He was so upset.
Well, it will take time, I'm sure. Or perhaps that will be the last, but well, we still have a lot of jobs to do.
Indeed we do.
Suppose I should just spread mischief by myself.
It doesn't have to be by yourself. I'm still here.
He,
spread it together.
all right, I'll take you up on that. He took away the platforms to get up here. Well, I suppose lamenting about it in the moment won't help.
It's true. I will have a look at the elevator situation when I wake up in the morning.
All right, I will do what I can here and see if I can't find Jorgen. And I suppose I have a lot to think about.
Indeed. A life without Loki for a little while, huh? Whatever will I do?
Well, I mean, he does have that, habit of hanging around where no one can see him, so.
I hope he still does that. I really do. I would hate for him to miss all of the fun and the mischief that we are yet to have.
We've got to think of a few really good ones, don't we?
Lots and lots of pranks for people. Lots of fun. We've got this, I'm sure.
Yes, I hope so.
I'm trying to bring a bit of lightness. I don't know what to feel right now.
Then feel nothing and go to sleep.
Yeah, I think. Of course, it starts raining. Yes, I think I will go check on the temple a little. And I will head off to bed.
All right. Well, if I don't see you again, have a good sleep.
Yes. I hope you get a good rest as well. Try to at least.
Mm,
And
perhaps.
don't spend all night on this thing, okay?
We'll see.
Oh,
Oh, is it?
snowing. Wait.
Oh,
Oh.
first change of money, I suppose.
This isn't just a weather change. This is Loki. Do they taste good?
Oh, of course. Each one tastes different than the other.
It's a little hard. Oh, got one. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
It's, wow, it tastes like the sky.
Mm-hmm. Its purest form before it touches the ground.
Oh,
It's beautiful. I love the snow.
mm. I like the rain too, though.
Me too. Mm. We need a new statue, Loki. You know we won't give up.
Not until it's
Maybe
built.
I'll find. Maybe I'll find. Hmm, what could be replaced for a statue of him?
I think it should be a Loki with breasts.
I was thinking like a cow, maybe.
A cow? Well, that's close enough, isn't it?
He likes to play with farm animals. Or maybe just a big pie. Or a table of sweets. We can come and worship the sweets.
A big pie? Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Is that,
Or some cake.
was that rain and snow at the same time? Did Loki break the weather?
Yeah, probably. Definitely seems that way, yeah. It's beautiful.
for the other shrine, Gita, perhaps he will rebuild it, and, well, maybe it'll just be different.
Perhaps.
Not that he would ever show it to us, but you never know.
He did give me his cap. His little hat with the little ears.
His hat.
Maybe I could put it somewhere in here. And oh, here comes the rain again. Maybe I can use that as a representation of him.
I think so. If that's what you'd like to do, we can make a place in here for it.
Yeah, I think that might be nice. We'll see once it's built and what we do, but...
Well, I mean...
Or maybe I should just wear it. Should I just wear it all the time? Just wear antlers?
I like my antlers. So yes, I think you should.
How do I look?
You look good.
Now we just need antlers for you, and then we can just go around wearing antlers all the time, right?
My antlers are in my room, actually.
Perfect. I don't think this is what he had in mind when he gave them to me.
What do you think he had in mind?
I'm not sure, actually. Maybe just something to have of his. I'm not sure.
I think he is likely just jealous that you look better in those than he did.
Oh, don't tell him that. He'll take them off me or something. Don't break the antlers. Don't touch them, please.
Well, I mean, I always looked better in my antlers than he did, so...
Oh, yeah. You looked good in your antlers. I liked them.
Oh, does this count as a, like a paid holiday? Did he pay you and tell you to do...
Oh. Wait, do you think he gave me the antlers to pay me?
I'm not sure.
Oh. Could have paid me in, like, flowers or something. I mean, the antlers are nice, don't get me wrong.
See, you're just going to make him mad again.
Trying to make him smile.
Well,
wherever he is. I hope he will feel my banter and smile a little at the thought.
You know, those are rather spiky antler horns you've got.
They are very spiky. I'm actually kind of worried that if I move around too much, I'm going to poke somebody's eye out.
Well, I'm sure they will have deserved it, right?
Possibly. Maybe that's why he gave them to me, so that if anyone gives me any problems, I can just, like, bend over and poke him with a horn. Maybe?
I'm not sure about that one.
Well, I hope he can at least smile at my silliness.
Mm.
Maybe I should sit in his chair now that he's gone.
Oh no.
I have the antlers. Do you think I can sit in the chair?
I think so, yes.
Is it a terrible idea? Do you think he'll be angry?
Well, he's not angry with... Well, I don't care if he's angry with me. I can get in there.
What if he, like, throws you over the edge or something and...
Well, I assume he's gonna pick up those traps, because he picked up, you know...
No! Oh, no. Wait, he did?
Yes, yes.
No!
Except for this one. This is the only one that's left.
No. Why? I was gonna take them so that we could use them for ourselves.
I have been asking for more and yet to get any, so...
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to sit in the throne?
Okay, I kinda do, but I'm terrified at the same time. I mean, I did build the throne and put it up here. It took a lot to get up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just a chair, right?
Sure, if that's what you believe.
Oh, God. I feel like it's a terrible idea.
Well, he did say he was leaving, so he can't possibly know.
He did say goodbye. But then we did just have snow in the jungle. So I feel like he's not quite gone yet.
Well, you should take a page out of his book and stir up a little bit of mischief.
By sitting on his shrine.
On his, well, on a throne.
I mean, his throne. Throne, yeah, throne. Oh, I'm scared. I mean, what if he's sitting on it and I sit on him?
I would think you would know immediately. I mean, you are an attractive woman, so...
What? Oh, God. Alright. I'm gonna do it. Maybe. Maybe not.
We could sit down at the same time.
Could we, like, both sit on it somehow?
I'm not sure.
If I, like, sit on this side, you could, like, sit on the other side, right? Kind of like... Oh. No. Like, sit on here together, right? That work?
I don't see why not.
Alright. We've got this. Perfect. It's perfectly okay. There's no problem.
You seem to be. Never mind.
It was just sinking in a little there. I think the flower was pushing me.
All right. Well, we have conquered that fear.
We didn't get pushed off or anything. It's a good start, right?
Well, not yet, I suppose.
Maybe he's thinking about what he should do to us.
Well, it can't be any worse than what he's already done, so.
I mean, that's true. It's definitely very true. Maybe I'll just come sit up here all the time. Is that something like growing out of the corruption down there? That's not ideal.
You mean the mushrooms and the tentacles?
Mm-hmm. That doesn't look good.
They've been there for a while now.
Oh.
Since they landed, I think.
Oh dear. It's definitely not good.
Oh, you've risen in the air again.
Oh. Oh, that's weird. Well. Hmm. Well, I guess it's now our turn to make sure Loki's work is done.
Mm-hmm. You know what I think?
Mm-hmm.
He was tired of getting asked a bunch of questions. He did all of this so that people would stop asking him questions.
I mean, I can't say I blame him. Poor man has to sit and listen to me whinge and whine about the most trivial things.
I don't know. He enjoyed.
Yeah. It's possible. Well,
I agree.
if Loki was sitting there on that shrine, he definitely just got all of his wishes in one go.
Oh no, don't say that.
But he just had both of us sitting on his lap. I feel like he'd be quite happy with that.
I could see you, but have you seen my butt? I have no butt.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's necessarily the butt. You're very pretty. I mean, I feel like he'd be very happy.
It was a joke, Kita. Just a joke.
I'm not quite in my joking mood, you know.
I think I just tell a terrible joke.
No, definitely not.
All right, well. Will you go check on the temple now?
Yeah. I'm leaving my horns. I don't care.
I think they look great. I think you should. No. Oh, he took
Alright.
the last platform.
Oh, God.
What a
Loki, no. Come on.
darn it.
Are you gonna let us have no fun with jumping things? Come on.
Right, I mean, without the jumpy things, it's just a bunch of traps on the ground. And that's not fun.
How am I supposed to get up here now without, like, flailing through the air like a crazy person every time? Screaming.
I was getting very good, too.
Me too. I was, like, getting so good at jumping exactly where I needed to, and now he's just ruined it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, maybe you should tell him that. Maybe you should tell him that he ruined it. It's all his fault.
You ruined our fun, Loki. We want our traps back. Where are they? And I need a new statue, or I'm gonna replace you with a cow. And I'm gonna sit on your your throne, every day, and eat cake. Put crumbs all over. If you don't give us our jumping platforms back.
Perhaps tomorrow. I think he's going to ignore us tonight.
Perhaps. I tried. I can't believe you stole them all.
I know. I was hoping he would leave just this one.
I knew I should have grabbed that one really quickly. Damn.
Mm,
At least he must have heard all the things that we had to say about him. Hopefully.
I
A
take
good
them all.
thing.
All of it. I take it all.
Yes. We only do
What was
favors for jumping platforms now.
Mm-hmm. Did you, I wrote a second part to that stupid poem.
Oh? Wait, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of liked it. Like, writing it. I mean, it was terrible. Don't get me wrong, but
I kind of love that. Do you want to tell me?
um, it's written down in my room, and
Oh, that's okay. Maybe once we get this new shrine put up, you can tell me then.
maybe.
Maybe it can go up on the wall so everyone can read it all the time.
No, 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 no.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I've had quite enough teasing about it being a love poem as it is.
Mm-hmm. Yes, people teasing in this village has got to stop as well.
That's not going to happen, though.
Look, if one more person tells me that I murdered my almost husband, I may murder them. Possible.
The real question is if you got the best use out of him, right?
Yes. Okay. Temple, then home. Then I'll come back up here tomorrow and have a good look and see how it goes.
All right. I'll see what I can get in place tonight, and then, well, eventually I will go to bed.
Yes, please make sure you get some rest soon.
Ah, sure. No promises.
Alright, I'm gonna go check on the temple, Fred. I will talk to you probably tomorrow.